Hello, hopefully you all guys are having a wonderful day. Manchester United lost to Manchester City on penalties in the Community Shield, and there are some updates regarding transfer. We'll cover both of these topics in this video. First and foremost, the game. Manchester United were nowhere near Man City in the first 30 minutes, but then they actually grew into the game, and then as we move into the game, they kind of dominated some parts of the game. Alejandro Garnacho opened the scoring in the 81st minute, and that was 82nd minute, and that was a wonderful goal. I must admit that cutting inside, weaker left foot, bottom corner, it was fantastic. But then after a brief spell of 8-9 minutes, then Bernardo Silva opened the scoring, and during the build-up of that goal, Onana went long, and I was streaming at that time, and I said Onana gave away the ball. Onana went long, and we have to figure this out. And in the same sequence, we conceded the goal. So this is not the right thing to manage the game. They could have done better. They could have make some short passes, and they could have made some short passes and then rotate the ball, move the ball forward as we were about to enter in the final stages of the game. So this is the aspect that we have to improve. Penalties, Jadon Sancho and John Evans missed it. From the City, Bernardo Silva missed it. Apart from that, Casemiro was fantastic. Will he be fantastic throughout the season? This is the biggest question, and I don't think so. When will we move into the Premier League games, and when especially Eric Ten Hag ask his number 6 and number 8 to man mark the opposition players high up the pitch, then occasionally it will happen that they will get played through, and our center backs should be higher up the pitch. Delete is coming, we'll discuss later, but our center backs should be high up the pitch. If we are going with Maguire can't play high line, so he will retreat, and then there will be a space in the midfield and back line, so that will create problems. So if you find a good offer for Casemiro, sell him now. Otherwise, keep him and develop Toby Collier as a number 6. And probably we would need, then in that case, we would need one more midfielder. We'll discuss it later, the scenario. Amad Diallo was fantastic. Amad Diallo is his career, I think, this is the season that will kick out his career. He was fantastic. He was pacey. He was running at their man. He was beating their man, but he was not taking the shots. There was a one opportunity where he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He could have taken that shot, but instead he passed it to in the hope that he will find Mason Mount, but he was not able to find him. It was the waste. So he has to improve his decision making, when to shoot, when to not shoot. So otherwise, he is a finished product. Alejandro Garnacho came on in the halftime. He was fantastic as well. He made that impact. Other than that, Marcus Rashford was looking very sharp. He had some chances, but he was unlucky. One time he hit the bar. He was one-on-one with the Ederson. Apart from that, he was lacking confidence, but he will come. The goals will come. We are actually seeing the hard work of Marcus Rashford. So the goals will come, and things will improve in that sense. Jadon Sancho didn't impress me at all. He actually missed the penalty. Joshua Zirkzee, I would say, should have came on in the from the bench instead of Jadon Sancho, but it is Eric Ten Hag who made the decision. Kobe was okay. Kobe didn't have the match practice. I understand that. Same was the case with Bruno, but Bruno improved a lot in the second half. He scored a goal, but that was offside. That was some finishing. And Scott McTominay, this is a guy I would like to be sold. if we are getting 20 millions and we can negotiate 20 plus 5 adds on, we should move on from him, and instead we need to go and get an upgrade. Facunda Pellistri, understandably so, he did not had a wonderful performance. He was playing as a right back. Toby Collier was okay. Garnacho made the impact. Jadon Sancho couldn't make the impact. Apart from that, Man United had some good chances, better chances than Man City. They should have finished, but they couldn't finish the game. They couldn't take the lead. So that is what happens when you are going into penalties. Penalties are always 50-50%. Now we'll move to transfers. So there are some updated, there are some important news that Manchester United reached agreement to sign De Ligt from Bayern Munich, and the proposed move will be 45 million euros. That is, I think, roughly around 38 or 39 million, 38 or 39 million pounds. So 45 million euros initial plus 5 million in pounds, 5 million euros in performance related add-on. So he will have a medical either early next week or midweek, and once his medical will be cleared, he will be our player. Another player that we are successfully signing is Noussair Mazraoui, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is actually going to West Ham. That deal is actually very close to happen. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is Manchester United and Aaron Wan-Bissaka are yet to agree a compensation, where there was a clause in the contract that when they extend the plus 1 year contract to preserve the value, then they should be able to hand some money to the players when they sell them. So they are negotiating with that amount. I would expect during this weekend it will be sorted out, and next week Wan-Bissaka will go to West Ham, and Noussair Mazraoui will come from Bayern to Manchester United. Noussair Mazraoui will give us cover or fight for the starting position at right back against Diogo Dalot, and also will give us cover at the left back. So this is a very good signing. De Ligt is done. Mazraoui is done. In the next week it will be done. Zirkzee is done, and Euro is done. So we have done 4 signings, and we probably need more. One left-footed centre back, Lisandro Martinez, who is good on the ball. Lisandro Martinez backup is required. So they are in talks with a free agent. I don't know his name. I forgot his name, but they are in talks with that. And if you go back to my channel where I did the audit of this squad 2-3 weeks ago, I highlighted that there are 6 right-footed center backs and 1 left-footed center back. So Erik ten Hag prefers to play left-footed center back at left-sided center back, and right-footed center back at right-sided center back. So we probably need 1 more center back. That would be left-footed center back who will be a backup to Lisandro Martinez, and then our back line will be completed. We need some signings in the midfield. We need some departures from the midfield. I would say they should have accepted Scott McTominay's 20 million bid, and they could have negotiated and added plus 5 million performance related adds on. That would make 25 million pounds, and then we would have upgraded on McTominay's position. If and only if we can sell Christian Eriksen, then that will be another upgrade on the midfield. I would say we can get in the number 8 position, we can get Yusuf Fofana. Man United were in contacts with his game. We were also linked with Rabiot. So these will be for the number 8. I'm not sure. Rabiot is asking a lot of money as a salary, so we'll have to see if the deal can be structured. And in the left-sided center back, in the number 6, we have Casemiro, we have Toby Collier. So we are looking for 1 more. It could be Ugarte. So he is still our first choice. The deal is not completely off, but it is off when Bayern Munich does not lower his demand. PSG does not lower their demand, and if that deal does not complete, then we'll go for Serge Ibaka. So, and if there is any bid for Casemiro, we could sell him, and then we can go and sign Ugarte plus Serge Ibaka, or any other midfielder plus Serge Ibaka, plus we have Toby Collier. So this will make our midfield a very balanced. Backline will be completed. Mid 6 and 8 will be completed. At front are well balanced. So it will give us good chance to compete for the top 4. And given that there are strong links with Jadon Sancho to PSG, if that deal is completed, that transfer happens, then we should move for a striker, a goal scoring striker, and that will complete our squad. And rest, we have to make sure that our players are fit. But when we play Eric Ten Hag style of football, especially when they're coming out from the back of injuries, from the back of summer, Copa America and Euro, they will have injuries. So we'll have to do well in order to protect our players. So we'll have to do a lot of rotations, and then we will need to keep our players fit, and our squad will be well balanced, and Ten Hag will be set up to succeed. So we could finish third, or we could go for a Europa League. Let me know what do you guys think. Thank you and have a nice day.